What's going on, guys? JPS back with another video, and today we're going to be reacting to the paras, men of war, the recruits face up to grueling bayonet exercises. So the paras are a regiment in the British Army, a parachute regiment, I guess, so they're meant to be airborne. And I tried to do a little bit of background research. I think they're a very elite regiment in the Army, meaning that the training they go through is especially difficult and meant to break you. I read that they also give them all the same name, which is Joe, in order to remove their civilian identities. So, very intense. Kind of reminds me of Navy SEAL training with the United States Army. Navy SEAL training is incredibly difficult and is meant to really break you, not just mentally, but also physically. You're meant to perform grueling physical tasks for several hours on end without sleep, proper nutrition, rest, things like that. So it's really meant to push you to the end and see who's really meant for this. When there's nothing there, who's gonna put it all out there? So very intense stuff, but nonetheless, we're gonna get right into it. Make sure you guys consider joining the Patreon. First link in the description for full reactions to British shows and movies. And let's get it.
Paratroopers are designed to kill Joe. This is your job. This is what you've chosen to do. You want to close and kill the enemy and bayonet him in the face. He wants to kill and behead British soldiers. You gonna let that happen? No, bro! You gonna let that happen? No, bro! Who's got it about them to close up and kill the enemy? Who's got the bollocks, Joe? Who's got the minerals to get amongst it? Who wants to be a paratrooper? What makes the grass grow? Blood, blood, blood! Joe, this is what we're all about. Closing and killing with the enemy. This is what paratroopers are designed to do.
If you haven't got 100% aggression and you don't want to go in and do that job, then you'll get killed.
Damn.
You've got to think on the other end of that, there's another person with 100% aggression. So your aggression has got to outmatch his aggression, and you've got to be able to take it to him. He's going to kill you, or you're going to kill him. Simple as. It's down the middle, black and white. So the more aggression you've got that's going to aid you in taking his life, you need to show it. You need to have that about you. And if he's as aggressive as you, then you've got a fight in your hand.
On guard! On guard! High port! High port! On guard! On guard!
I'm 17 and I'm the youngest bloke in the platoon. I did some work experience with the Army, and I was initially I wanted to go to the Marines. She said, "Why don't you join the paras? They're better." And I thought, who are the paras? I knew who paratroopers were, but so I looked into it and thought, yeah, it's definitely for me. It's the hardest training you can do. I want a bit of that.
I am originally from Afghanistan. I grew up in a war zone. There were fightings, there were gunshots every day on the road going on. And that was basically my childhood, growing up to that days and seeing dead bodies and killings from an early stage of that age. The paratroopers that I met in Afghanistan, they kind of stood out to me because they were more braver and they were like going in first for anything. And that kind of attracts you that, yes, I want to be part of that regiment and I want to be part of that pride wearing that maroon beret.
If you cannot fucking stab a fucking standing still dummy, how are you supposed to kill someone who wants to kill you? Do you understand? Yes, Corporal! Advance! Fucking hell, Joe! You couldn't scare fucking Girl Guides! Bit of fucking aggression! You're about to kill the enemy!
They're very scary, but if you don't mess around, you won't get a slice. But you don't want to piss them off. As they're paratroopers, they're naturally very scary blokes when prodded.
Get fucking up here now! Start running now! Get on it! Get through it, Joe! Joe! These people want to send you back to your family in a fucking box!
It's quite sort of mentally and emotionally battering. It's not in a way that people, say, watching this or on Civvy Street would think. You definitely have to live it and experience it to really.
This looks insane, first of all. Absolutely insane training. But I heard that this was like a controversial kind of thing, because don't quote me on this, but I think that these are some of the first guys that they send when there's like an international conflict, because they can just, pop in. That's the whole point. Pop down, rather, and get straight into it. But like war and all that, it's just like, do we really need the bayonets, bro? Do we really need the bayonets? And I guess the answer is a resounding yes every time humanity has to answer that question when there's a conflict. Do we need the guns? Do we need the weapons? All this stuff. But yeah, I guess we do. We can't just sit in a room and discuss things, talk things over. But rather we have to get onto these primitive battles. And so many people lose their lives over, like, what? A trade deal? Or a disagreement in a border? Really? But then at the same time, you have people who are fighting for your country, for the freedom of your country, so to speak. So it's people risking their lives for you, kind of? I don't know, guys. Very complicated.
You definitely have to live it and experience it to really understand, because so many people sort of serving and veterans talk to me beforehand, say it's a mental game, and I thought, right, just keep going. But it's so much more than that, and I don't think people will realise until they come here and experience it.
Get in, Nathan! Get in! In front of you! Get in!
Never be a paratrooper if you are not more aggressive than this.
Joe, this is where the metal meets the fucking meat. Both of you fucking need to take a hard fucking look at yourselves. Is this the profession that you want, Joe? Yes, Corporal! Well, we'll see you again. Let's go. Back to the start. You're both going again. Get away! Get down to that gate! No! Corporal!
I can't run.
Can't.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, use this as a rest period, okay? Done the shit before. Let's go. Keep walking, mate. Describe that to me.
Fucking horrid. Disappointing. Fucking... Trying to fucking run. Fucking can't.
Oh my god. That was so intense, bro. I don't know, the British accent kind of makes it even more intense, bro. This guy right here, man. But I want to hear your thoughts down below, guys. Have you heard of the Paras, this regiment, before? And what do you think about this? And also, what do you guys think about war? What are your thoughts on the troops? Do you think this is a noble thing to do? A brave thing to do? Or do you think that it's not? I don't know. It's just sad that we have to have war, but I guess it comes with humanity at this point. So anyways, this is a interesting video. Still cool to check out what they do. I don't know if the screaming was necessary for each bayonet stab, but it seemed like that just made them exert more energy. So I didn't really get that part. But nonetheless, an interesting video. I hope you guys enjoyed it to some degree. And I will see you all in the next one.